Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to go ahead and try out the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Foundation. I finally had a chance to experiment with it. So I just want to share my thoughts and opinions with you guys in case you wanted to buy it and you weren't sure. Or if you're looking for a new foundation, this could be something that could work for you. I'm currently using the Cover FX foundation. It's this one. I don't have anything bad to say about it, but I don't really have anything good to say about it either. Like, I'm kind of neutral with it. It just goes with the flow. It was actually my first high-end foundation that I bought, and there's nothing bad about it, but I just don't love it. So I really wanted to try something new, and what better product to try out than the Fenty Beauty Foundation. So this is what it looks like. It's in a really pretty glass bottle. It's like pretty sturdy. This one obviously is in a plasticky bottle. It's like almost empty too. And it is summertime. I live in Florida. It is summertime, so I'm a lot more darker since I've been going to the beach. So this may look like it's a little bit lighter. It's not too light. It's like a tad bit. This would be like my winter color. And as you can see, this one is a lot darker because I did buy this during the summer when I was more tan. So that's why this one looks a lot lighter than this one if you look at them side by side. But this is really close to my color. I'm probably going to buy another one that's a shade darker just so it can match me for summer, and then keep this one for the more like for the winter. Florida doesn't really have winter, but for when I'm not out in the sun, I guess, and I tend to get lighter. I don't know. So anyways, yeah, basically this is what it looks like. Fenty Beauty, a little nice white cap, and it's a squirt bottle. The foundation that I'm using currently is just like this, so you have to like squeeze it out.
Okay, so I did my research on the Fenty Beauty Foundation, and this is what it claims. I am looking at my computer here because I'm using my phone to film, so I may be turning back and forth, but that's because I'm just trying to get you the facts. The Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Longwear Foundation is supposed to give skin an instantly smooth, pore diffused, shine-free finish that easily builds to medium to full coverage. So we will test that out because if you look closely, my skin obviously is not like 100% soft like most people, so I do have a couple of like things wrong with it, or things that I like to, I guess, conceal when I put makeup on. So we'll put that to the test. And it also says the oil-free matte foundation is made with a climate adaptive technology that's resistant to sweat and humidity, and it won't clog pores. So if you live somewhere where it gets hot and humid, like myself in Florida, this foundation might be for you. And it's also going to work on your skin. Okay, best of all, it's light as air, so we will test that out as well. And Longwear foundation is undetectable on the skin, so you will always look like you. All right, well, we're gonna put this to the test, and I will let you guys know by the end of this video what I feel about this foundation and what I think, and if it is true to what it's supposed to do.
My moisturizer, the Believe in Truth, the True Cream Moisturizing Balm. It's not focusing, but probably because the words are too white or the light is too bright, I don't know. But this is what it looks like. And I love this stuff. I'm gonna wet them, or I'm not gonna make them damp. I'm going to use them dry because according to the box, it says you can use it dry for full coverage, or you can use it damp for buildable. So I want to just try it full coverage right off the bat. So now we're going to continue with the primer. So I'm just, as usual, going to use my MAC Time Check Lotion. And now I'm going to go in with the foundation finally. So the bottle does say to shake it. I think that's enough, so I'm just going to pump it on the back of my hand. I'm going to do like a squirt and a half. I'm just using my foundation brush, and the foundation is actually kind of runny. It was starting to run, but I took the foundation brush really quickly and like dipped into it before it could start running. Now it does look like it's going to be a little bit lighter than my skin tone, but trust me, it will be okay. And also the light is directly on my face, so that's another thing you have to take into consideration. So I'm going to go in with my Fenty sponge. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply the other side using my beauty blender. Okay, so I can already see with the beauty blender, I think I like it a lot better because it just looks way smoother. On this side, it looks slightly like drier. I don't know, I don't really like the side with the Fenty sponge. Like in my forehead area too, I don't know if you can tell, but in the mirror it kind of looks just a little like dry. So I would definitely recommend using a beauty blender. And I'm just going to take a little bit more foundation and apply it to my neck because I can see the discoloration. And again, I know the foundation looks really light on camera, but that's because I have my ring light literally sitting right in front of me and I've been going to the beach. I'm just gonna go back in and just try to smooth it out a little bit, even the side that I applied with the sponge. Now I'm gonna go in with my concealer and I'm just going to go ahead and add some concealer under my eyes. And I'm actually going to use the new Jeffree Star concealer. This is in the shade C14. If you were wondering if you wanted to get this or try it out, yeah, I'm the shade C14. I've already used this and I do like it. It's a really good concealer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add little dots because a little goes a long way. Now I'm just gonna go back in with my Laura Mercier setting powder and I'm just going to set my concealer. I'm going to do something a little bit different. Normally I do take just my beauty blender and dab it in there, but I got this this brush in my Sephora bag, my Ipsy bag, and it has a tip. It's a two-sided brush. It's a tip like this. So I really kind of like it and I'm not gonna really use this for anything. So I'm just going to use it for my setting powder because it's small and it gets in like those kind of hard to reach areas. So I'm just going to take my brush and apply my setting powder. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup look, go about my day, and then I'll be back at the end of this video to share my thoughts and opinions on the Fenty foundation.
Hey everyone, so it's almost the end of my day. I've had my foundation on for about 6 hours and I have not touched it up with any setting powder. I've not blotted any areas and I have not used any setting sprays to freshen it up. And to the touch, I would say it's held up pretty well. I mean, there's a couple of areas like around here where like it's starting to get oily, but normally around here and right here, it gets starts to get super oily where I have to like wipe it down, and I haven't had to do that all day. I've been out and about in the sun, walking around. It's about 80 degrees and it's hot, so I was kind of sweating, but my makeup actually stayed on. Overall, I really liked the formula. It's really buildable. It gave me a smooth finish, and I would say it's pretty full coverage. I don't have much blemishes or whatnot that I need to cover up, but overall on my skin, it did pass the test, and I think this is one of my new favorite foundations. I think I finally found one. It was really easy to blend out and apply my makeup over, and I just love how it's set. Also around this area, normally when I wear foundation, I have dry skin here, so foundation, if I don't use any color corrector underneath, it tends to get like kind of gray in this area. And I actually didn't put any color correction underneath, as this is just straight foundation, and it seems to match my face. So that's another plus. I really like that I can use less products on my face. Just go on with foundation, concealer, and then my regular bronzer, contour, blush, and highlight, and eyeshadow. So I didn't really like use concealer anywhere else except underneath my eyes. So that's another thing that I like. And I also don't feel like it was too thick on my skin. It's really lightweight, and I actually don't feel like I have anything on my face. Normally I do sometimes. Normally with my other foundation that I was using, the Cover FX, I could feel that I was wearing foundation on my face, and towards the end of the day, like this area would be like really shiny and like around like the bridge of my nose. But as you can see, about 6 hours later, like it's still pretty, it looks like I just applied it, and I have not touched it up with anything. I just set it once before I left the house at 11 o'clock in the morning. It's now 4:30 p.m. And I was out and about in the sun. It's over here in summer in Florida, so yeah, that's what it looks like at the end of the day. I would give this foundation honestly a 10 out of 10. I do have oily skin, well, I have combination skin, and I think it worked really well for my skin type. So I think this is going to be my new favorite foundation.
Thank you guys for watching, and see you on the next video.